Hey guys, Zizek here, back in another video, and this time I am super excited to take a look at the new Bakugan Pro Secrets of the Geogan starter set, and this is the Darkus Falcron Ultra deck. I don't know for like 100% certainty, but I assume there's 3 different ones like there always is. 40 card deck, starter journey, the ultimate Bakugan master, all that same stuff. Box is pretty much identical to the old ones. Oh hey, this is new. I didn't see this before. There's a new arena coming out called the Bakugan Battle Matrix. That's nifty. It looks like a scaled down Coliseum. Huh. I didn't see that before. That's pretty cool actually. That looks like my Gundalian or my Titanium storage one I have somewhere. Alright, so check out the back. The app is still going. Falcron Ultra Darkus. And then 2 other ones, I don't know who they are because these are all new to me. 40 card deck, 3 character cards, 6 cores, nothing changed there. I'm excited to peek at the instructions and see what's changed with the rules, with the Geogan and all that. Ultras and regular Bakugan are still the same. Not a lot different, honestly, and I guess that's kind of a good thing. Let me get this open. Alright, got that tape cut. I guess I should kind of explain why I'm taking this out. So this is the first of year 3 of Bakugan, basically. Secrets of the Geogan is the first set. Geogan are the new thing for the season. They are not spherical Bakugan, basically. There's none in this. No toys, at least, in this deck. I would assume there's no cards of Geogan in this, because you need the toy to play the Geogan card, at the moment at least. Hopefully that's going to get changed later, but we'll see. Alright, so hey, they're actually sealed now. I feel like these weren't sealed before. Am I making that up? I don't know. Let's look at the easiest thing first, these cores. So these should be all relatively new, I believe. So let's find out. So we got a Green Fist, plus 100B, Pyrus Ventus get 3 damage. And these are, yep, these are the same as they have been since Armored Alliance. We got a Helix for 300B and 3 damage. A Green Fist for just plus 3 damage. A Shield for, does a Darkus Ventus get 400B? Same thing but for Pyrus and Aquas. And then another Fist for plus 100. Pyrus Ventus plus 3 damage. Did we get 2 of those? We did get 2 of those. Alright, well there's that. Then we get the cards, and let me get all the stuff out. Okay, so we got everything out and gave it a once over. Here's the instruction sheet for Falcon Ultra. He's pretty easy to close so far. And then here is our checklist for the first wave of Geogan Rising. So for the Ultras, we got Dragonoid, Falcron, Demork, Fenica, I'm really excited about that. Nilius is back, Sharktar, Pensatar, and Farascal. And then for Geogan, more Geogan than Bakugan, we got Arcleon. I actually really want him. Viperagon, we got that in a box to show off later. Surturan, we got him too. Stardox, Mutisect, Slugler, we got him to show off too. Talon, Hyenex, Stingzer, Montrapod, Arachnia, and Titan King. Hopefully you saw those. And for regular Bakugan, we got Drago, Falcron, Sharktar, Fenica, Farascal, Pensatar, Nilius, Spartillion? That's new to me. Crustillion, and Harperion. Alright, cool. Flipping through the rulebook real quick, it's kind of odd. This is a Geogan Rising book, but there's not even like a picture of a Geogan in this book. This is basically the Armored Alliance book with like 1 page added for Geogan and then a couple new keywords at the back. It's really weird. It feels like this wasn't done when the design wasn't done when this got printed or something. Because here's listing all the card types, and Geogan isn't even in here. It's kind of bizarre. I don't know what was going on with this. Like, there's no mention of bringing Geogan with you in the game setup here. Yeah, I mean, like, all of this is, like, word for word the Armored Alliance book. Doesn't mention Geogan anywhere in this. Like, at all. And then it just has one page here for Geogan. Like, no examples, no pictures, just text. It's really bizarre. I don't know what's going on. But for those of you that don't know, the way Geogan works is it's a surprise substitution. Basically, at any point you could re-roll your Bakugan, so basically before battle's over and victory is declared, you can pay the cost of a Geogan card in your hand to play that Geogan toy onto the field to replace your Bakugan. So you take back your Bakugan, retract it, put any cores it had back onto the field, pick up a Geogan toy, release it from one card length above the field, so this high, so it's nothing. You drop it onto the field. If it opens, then it takes part in the battle as a Bakugan, basically. If it misses, which there's no way it'll miss, you miss your roll. It's a whole thing. We'll get into that later, probably. This is exactly like I said. It has examples for Bakugear, you know, the thing from last year, but not Geogan. And then armor rating. So Shields of Destroya, the set that came out before this, basically the last set of Season 2, had these cards with armor ratings, which I totally guessed what they were, just heads up. It works exactly like it does in the old Dragon Ball Z card game. Basically, if a card has a shield on it with a number in it, that card counts as that much damage. So like this one with a 1 in it, if you took 2 damage and you flip this over for your damage, the card would be 1, and then the shield would be another 1, so that would count as 2 damage altogether, so you wouldn't flip anything else. A really cool mechanic. I hope we someday get Shields of Destroya packs you know, in our hands so we can play around with that, because I'm actually really excited about that. And then exactly the Fusion Bakugan stuff again, nothing new here. And then for effects, we got a couple new things. So Scan is a new icon. It's basically scrying from Magic the Gathering. You look at the top card of your deck, leave it there, or put it back on bottom. So you get to pick. And then Reroll has its own icon now, and basically if it has the icon, it can be re-rolled once. So basically it's just the text boiled down to an icon. And then again, there's no Geogan over here. Really bizarre. I don't know what's going on. So before we look at the actual Bakugan themselves, let's take a look at their cards. So we got the Falcron Ultra. 2 Green Fist, 900 B power and 1 damage. I feel like this guy actually might be playable. I also don't know if epic character cards are still going to be a thing, because this has some abilities. No text, obviously, but the other ones don't, so I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. He's got Shadow Strike, and if he lands on a Green Fist, he gets plus 4 damage, so he's 905 if you land on a Green Fist, and he can't have his damage or anything reduced. He might be really good. He only has Green Fists, but he might be good. And we got Finnica! I'm actually really excited about this. I love this design. 2 shields, 405, pretty basic. I love that art, though. Is it like on a pier or something? That's really cool. And then we got the Ventus Sharktar in a swamp. Helix Green Fist, and he's got 604, pretty basic too. Nice art though. And speaking of, let's take a look at Falcron. So this is my first time actually seeing one of these new Geogan Rising Bakugan in hand. And it looks great. They're keeping the Bakugear ports, which I'm actually really excited about. I like that they're keeping that functionality there, so all the stuff you have now is still compatible with these Bakugan. That's really, really cool of them to do. I did not expect it, and they really didn't need to do it. Just the fact that they did it, though, is just awesome. So he is perfectly round. He doesn't have the wheel syndrome like a lot of the old Ultras do, so he is pretty good. His arrow is right there, not painted in. And with my weird setup here, I am going to undoubtedly not get this to flip on camera, but we're going to give it the old college try here. Alright, let's try it. Did I roll him backwards? No, I rolled him the right way. Well, he just kind of flopped. Hey! He did pick up 2 cores pretty easy. Well, there's Falcron. He's a little tired, obviously. There he is, all opened up. I love this design. I love how far the wings come out. He doesn't have any manual parts that I can see. His arms are actually really loose, so they'll actually kind of like fall into place. I just love how these wings open up, though. He's got 3 ports on top here for Baku gear. Yeah, I really like him. Can I get a good look at his eye? There we go. He's got a pretty cool painted in eyes there. Kind of chubby, but I think he looks pretty cool. To close him, his head, see, it won't go back on its own. You actually have to kind of like bend it back first and then it'll go in. And then I believe the feet go back like that. And then his tail comes in to close it, and he'll actually stay locked like that. I'm glad they're still doing this. I wish they would do this more, of having like step by step like locking, make it easier to close. And then the wings go down. His shoulders go down, and then you kind of just pull these up and around. It feels weird, but his head will pop back up. Eventually, just kind of squish them together and he'll go, whoop, back together. There you go. He's a little weird to close. That's the way the instructions say to do it, and it feels wrong, but it works. So, see if you can try it one more time to get him to actually open on camera. Alright, arrow is definitely the right way. Let's try this again. Hey, there we go. He actually opened that time. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, you get a pass. So there's Falcron. And then let's do my favorite for last. So here is Ventus Sharktar. He has a lot of really good detail on him, actually. I wasn't expecting this. It's just a regular core Bakugan, but he has more detail than a lot of Ultras do. Like, with some panel lining, this would look really good, and I might do that with a spare one when I get one. Pretty cool. Ventus logo there. His arrow is right there. So, there he goes. He's actually, like, weirdly... I love the design, first of all. His core is actually, like, an actual shark shape. He's actually, like, a humanoid type Bakugan. But the core actually makes him look a lot more like a shark, and I actually really, really like it. He has a lot of moving parts, but he's not, like, overly complicated to close. It's kind of crazy how they can still baffle me with how they do this. He's got a port on his head and both arms, or both fins, I guess. And I just love this design. I think this is so cool looking. Really nice eyes. He's got all of his teeth in there. Super cool. And everything is spring loaded. There's no manual parts. And to close him, do something like that. So back fin, his head. Oh, doesn't lock. It just happened to stick together. There you go. The back fin and his head goes in. His tail fin folds up and goes up. And then his fins just close in. Like that. I like this big green neon stripe too. It looks cool. So yeah, there is Sharktar. I think altogether in the stuff they sent me, I have like 3 or 4 Sharktars already, so I feel like I'm gonna like him. And then we have Finnick. Like, everyone is kind of going crazy about this one. It's a big Finnick Fox Bakugan, and it's adorable, and I'm kind of in love with it too. The actual ball is actually really plain. A lot of just the same blue, just a little bit of the light blue to pop. Yeah, like, I feel like it'd be hard to tell which Bakugan this is if you just saw like this much or something, you know? Yeah, so there's a zero. Let's get it open. There it goes. So there it is, all opened up, and look at this thing! So these aren't wings, these are its ears! Finnick Fox have big ears, and this is so cute. I love this. So now you see the only orange on the whole thing. Its little head crest and its eyes. Its little black nose. It's actually really cool because this is actually out here. So when it opens, so it's like this, when it's closed, and then as it opens, it actually shrinks in. So it actually gets slimmer as it opens. Which is kind of crazy to say out loud, but it's still blowing me away how they can design all these. Oh, it's got a little orange on its tail too. And no manual parts, it's all spring-loaded. It has its back legs kind of molded in, as you can see here. They don't move or anything. But yeah, I love this design. And to close it, it's pretty easy. Just fold that in. Oh, actually, feet first. There you go. Feet first, and then tuck the head in. Wings, or the ears, and then the back. Pretty easy. It's super cute. Alright, you sit back there. So now let's actually take a look at this deck before my phone runs out of memory. So it's got the nice pull tab. Thank you so much for continuing to do this. Every card game ever should have these pull tabs. Oh, so nice. Alright, fresh deck. It's been so long since I opened a Bakugan deck, like a full deck, so I'm excited about this. Alright, let's see what we got. We have Aqua Speed. It's 1 energy to stop Aquas, or sorry, it's an Aquas card to stop Darkus or Ventus. It's pretty nice. Looks like Slug Glitter fighting Sharktar. There's 2 of those. The deck is upside down. Let's try this again. Everett Ray. This is a awesome rare, as you can see. 3 energy. This is a Darkus Ventus card, so you have to have both on your team to be able to play this. When you open a Bakugan, scrounge, like the top card of your deck. If it is a non-action card, you can reveal it to give plus 300B to a Bakugan. That's kind of cool. Got some gear. The Root of Darkus, 5 energy. If a scan or scrounge effect allows you to look at the top card in it, to look at this card on top of your deck, you can reveal it to give a Bakugan plus 300 and plus 3 damage. That's kind of nifty. So if you're making a very scan and scrounge heavy deck with Everett over here, and you happen to scan this one, you can just say, here you go, and just give it 303. That's pretty cool, actually. We get 2 of those, so that's good. Chomping Tornado. Sharktar fighting... is it Falcron? Can't really tell. Someone. 2 for 500. Got Cloak Defense. That's Stingzer, I believe. 4 to scan and draw 3 cards. It's kind of cool. Stardock's Eye Blast. 4 energy for 900B. 2 of those. 2 Repel Outsiders. This is a reprint? Yeah, we've had Repel Outsiders before, right? 3 energy to stop a non-Ventus. That's cool if it is, with new art. That's actually really cool. These are reprints, I remember, yeah. So they're actually reprinting this with new art. That's such a good idea. 1 energy to draw a card and reroll a Bakugan Deep Dive. Super, super good card. But now it's got new art. 2 of those, that's good. Okay, Chomping Tornado again. Winton Bakugan Brawler. 4 energy. When an effect would reduce an enemy's B or damage, it is reduced by double that amount. So Ventus likes to kind of play with reducing your opponent's B power and damage. So get Winton out there and it doubles that. That's kind of cool, actually. And Falcron in the back flexing, I guess. Alright. G-Force drop. 1 energy for -300 and scan, like we just saw over there. Baku Fit. So Falcon has like a muscle head, I guess. 3 energy for -6 damage and scan. And then look at the top card of your deck. If it is a Darkus, you can reveal it to energize this uncharged. That's pretty cool. This deck seems really fun. A lot of scanning and scrying and scrounging. It's pretty cool. Okay, a pretty cool looking flip. Darkus Treasures. Can't really tell what's going on there. Is that Galator? I don't know what's going on in the middle. 5 energy. When this is flipped, scrounge. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's a non-action card, you can reveal it to make this cost 3 less to play to stop any attack. That's interesting. So you flip this taking damage, and then you look at the next card of your deck. If it's a non-action card, you can show that card to make this cost 2 to stop any attack. That's pretty cool. I like... This might not be super competitive, but this deck seems really fun, and that's what's mainly important for me. Crescent Darkus Nullifier, 1 damage to stop Pyrus or Aquas. It's Pentatar there. Darkus Face Bomb. Alright. 2 energy for 400 and scan, and look at the top card of your decks. If it's a Ventus, you can reveal it for +600 instead. Very cool. This really seems like a lot of fun to play with. Lash and Trash, 5 energy, -1100 B power. And then Scrounge, if it costs 5 or more, you can reveal it and draw it. This seems like so much fun. I want to play with this so bad. Hey, Shun, Bakugan Brawler, with Sharktar in the background there. Your Bakugan will have +200 B. It's nice and easy. Dark Ventus Disarm. 2 energy, destroy a hero or Bakir that costs 4 less. I don't know how useful that would be on a flip card. You don't really want your flip cards to, like, do stuff other than stopping damage, I'm pretty sure. So, interesting. Darkus Eclipse, 5 energy, +10 damage. If a scan or scrounge effect allows you to look to the top card of your deck, reveal this to give Bakugan +10 damage. This seems like so much fun. I really want to make it just a full scan scrounge deck now. Eldritch Darkus Doom. Never thought I would see Eldritch on a Bakugan card. 2 energy for -700. Darkus Apex, 1 energy for -2 damage and draw a card. Nilius Annihilator. Oh yeah, he has 3 heads now. Spoilers, we don't know why. 1 energy +300. If a scan or scrounge effect lets you look at this card, you can reveal it to give a Bakugan +600. Very cool. And we have Ventus Aerial Trick. That's not Falcron, that's a Geogan. I don't know who that is though. 4 energy for -400 and -4. If scan scrounge reveals this, you can reveal it to give -200 -2. Neat. And then another Darkus Eclipse. This seems like so much fun. This is actually like a themed, like, deck. Like, there's actually a gimmick to this, and it actually seems like it would actually be really fun to play and actually make work. I put those upside down. This is really cool. I'm really excited to see this. I really want to actually play with this deck and see how it works. The fact that the decks aren't just like, here's 3 colors in some cards. They're actually like themed around a gimmick and an idea now is so much better. I love these 3 designs that come in this deck. These 3 designs of Bakugan that come in this deck. The cards seem really nice. Decent cores, not awful cores, not really amazing either. Yeah, this is really, really cool. I am so excited to start playing with this again. I cannot wait to actually start rolling to Bakugan again. It's been so long. Alright, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Questions or comments, leave them below. I can try and answer them as soon as I can. I've got 5 more Bakugan videos coming for all this new Geogan Rising stuff, so I have got my work ahead of me, so I've got to get going. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a nice day.